everybody, welcome back to my channel. This week I'm going to do another cash envelope stuffing video, just going over some of my sinking funds and some of my saving goals for the next little bit here. So in the first envelope is for my upcoming wedding, and I'm going to do something a little bit different this month just to challenge myself to start saving a lot more, because it's looking like we're pretty optimistic for at least a 50-person wedding in September, if not 100 people. So I want to start saving at least $1,000 a month towards the goal of paying for our entire wedding in cash. We'll see how that goes. I'll try my best, and we'll start with $1,000 this month in the month of May. Today I'm going to put $100 into this envelope, so we already have $240, and that will bring us up to $340, and there's a star beside it just to indicate that that's the first $100 of May. I know we're probably a little bit behind right now, but as the month goes on, I'll put more money in here. So I will add $50. So there's 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 150, 170, 190, 210, 230, and 240, and we're going to add $100 to make $340. Pretty sure you can hear my dog barking in the background, but I think she's just really excited because Sorrell's cooking steaks right now for us. So thankful that he's making dinner. For my next envelope is my car. I'm going to add $50. This is a fresh envelope here, nothing in it, because I just noticed that my brakes are feeling really soft lately. I only drive my car probably like, oh my gosh, like under 5,000 kilometers a year. I really don't drive that much, and my work is only 2 kilometers away, and yes, I do drive. It's terrible. I should walk, but I start work at 7 a.m. in the morning, so walking is just like not a thing I'm wanting to do at that time. And the last time I changed the brakes on my car was 7 years ago, so I think it's kind of due for brakes, and I'm, just regular maintenance on my how old is it now? 15-year-old car, so that's okay if that's the only thing I have to pay for this year. Knock on wood and cross my fingers, and then I'm happy to do that. My next envelope is for my photo shoot that I already did actually last week. It was really fun. And she's going to edit all the photos and then get back to me when I have to pay for it all. So I still have a little bit of time to save up some more money. I owe her around $600. So 50, 100, 120, 140, 160, 180, 200, 220, 240, 260, 280, 300, 320, 340, wait, hang on a sec, 50, 100, 120, 140, 160, 180, 200, 220, 240, 260, 280, 280, 300, and 340. Oh, you know what? I took $40 out of here when I was actually doing the photo shoot to tip the hairdresser and the makeup artist, because they did our makeup and our hair, so that makes sense. My bad. So it's actually only going to be $390 in here. I'll fix that number afterwards. Sorry about that, guys. I always dread when that's going to happen, and I should have known better. So my next envelope is Christmas, upside down. There should be $220 in here. Now I'm freaked out. I don't know if I've been stealing out of other envelopes now. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 140, 160, 180, 200, 220. Good. Should be 220. And we're going to add 20 for 240. Yeah, our sort of provincial health person, I don't know what, head doctor lady of the province, Bonnie Henry, said that we are optimistic for 100 to 200 people gatherings this summer and this fall, so I'm kind of holding her to that, and I'm hoping also as time goes on that perhaps Christmas will be a little bit more festive this year. Although, you know what, I had a really good Christmas. We just stayed home and did nothing other than a few little renos around the house, and we were super productive, so that wasn't bad, but I'm really hankering for a good get-together. I'm sure everyone is, though. So for my hair appointments, I have $40 here, and I'm going to add 20. I'm actually not sure when my next hair appointment is. I need to look that up. And I ordered that laser hair device that I was talking about in my last video, and it should be here this week. I'm so excited. For work clothes, I'm going to add $20 to this envelope. I should have 60, 20, 40, and 60. I'm thinking I might need a new pair of work shoes here pretty soon. And for that typewriter, the Bluetooth keyboard that I saw on a Study Tubers video, I'm going to add $20. I'm kind of like rolling my eyes at myself a little bit right now because I'm like, what a silly thing to want. I need 40 and 60. I'm a little bit in the mood, like, I just feel like my house is really crowded right now. I have so much stuff and I'm just like, do I really want a Bluetooth keyboard? But I mean, that's one of the purposes of these envelopes, I must say, is it's a bit of like an impulse control tool where it's like, yeah, you can't buy it right away. You need to think about it really hard for at least a couple of weeks before you have the money, if not months. So we'll see if I still want it by the time I have enough money for it. It's going to be around $150. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, do I want to spend $150 on something so unnecessary? But I mean, hey, that's why we do these envelopes. It's for the variable, semi-unnecessary spending. This month, my goal is to save $1,000 for my wedding, just in the month of May. And I have one of these beautiful debt-free charts, it's a sort of a coloring chart from debtfreecharts.com. And I used to use these when I had some credit cards and stuff to pay off. And now she has some really, really great free ones that you can download and print off. This was one of her free ones, and you can just kind of like, I paid off. It's not going to be like a payoff thing, but it was one of the closest one that was free that is kind of for my goal. So I just wrote wedding fund, and I want to pay off $1,000 in May. Starting balance is $0 from the beginning of May, and then each square is $10. So this paycheck, I'm putting $100 towards it, so I'll color in 10 squares. I'll do that afterwards. And then in recent news, Terrell's leaving his job this month to start his company. It's like a scary time, but it's also exciting. He can just make so much more money with his own contracting company. He's a carpenter, and he really enjoys his job now, but at the end of the day, he wants a little bit more free time. He wants to make more money, and he wants to find his own opportunities, which I think is like a beautiful thing. And like, now is the time to do it, especially when everybody wants carpenters. Like, he gets asked almost on a daily basis, and as well as myself, if he can do work for people. And he works a full-time job, and it's super physically demanding. So it's like, he kind of has to say no to people, but when he's doing his own thing, he'll be able to have more time to work on people's jobs and hopefully make a little bit more money. I'll film a grocery haul this month. I think it would be really interesting to do a grocery haul because, like somebody said in the comments last week, there aren't a lot of Canadian grocery hauls, and I would actually like to show you how much I spend on groceries. I spend a lot of money on groceries. We eat really healthy, and we eat mostly at home. We don't eat out that much. Like, we ordered out the other night, and it was good, but I can make better food in my, like, that I like, and for way less money. So, like, our grocery bill is around $1,200 a month for 2 adults and a dog. I know, it's obscene, but we eat really healthy. And that includes like all of our household supplies and stuff. So maybe I'll do a grocery haul and I'll show you, and maybe you guys can slap me on the wrist and be like, you are spending way too much, Ali. And, yeah, we'll see how it goes. So monthly no spend, I'm going to start trying again. Cause like I said, Cyril's going to quit his job. So that's like, income is going to be a little bit more uncertain. So I think we need to kind of take the first 3 months of him doing his own thing and literally buy nothing. Like, I think you need to, when you start your own business, you really need to figure out what your costs are, what kind of your income is going to look like a bit of a predictable income, if you can even call that a thing. And yeah, we just need to be really careful, I think, for the first couple of months, because I will be the one that we're depending on for income, which is fine. We can figure it out. So as always, thank you so much for watching. And if you like videos like this, please subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it, and I hope to continue making videos like this as time goes on. So anyways, I'm gonna color in my chart, and I will see you guys next week.